Okay, the first subjective question here is propose the basic reaction of solvay process for the manufacturing of washing soda. Now you must not confused with this. Washing soda is your carbonate, your sodium carbonate. So actually solvay process is a process for the production of sodium carbonate. So it's just simple. It's ammonia involved here. Ammonia react with carbon dioxide and water is there, and ammonium bicarbonate is formed, which eventually pass from brine solution and converted into sodium bicarbonate, and ammonium chloride will be formed, and your sodium bicarbonate then converted into sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide will be released. And this is how you need to mention its equations, and that's it. You can briefly define it as well. Then the next question is state and explain necessary condition for equilibrium. Now you just need, it's a 4 mark question, you just need to mention the equilibrium conditions. So what the equilibrium conditions is, the reactant concentration must kept constant, the product concentration must be kept constant, reactant and products are interconverting but the ratio of conversions is same, right? Temperature of the system must be constant, pressure and volume must not be changed. So these conditions you need to be mentioned, because if any of the condition is changed, your equilibrium will be disturbed. Show by chemical reaction that water is amphoteric in nature. So amphoteric in nature means that it has both abilities. It reacts with acid, it acts as base. If it reacts with base, it reacts as acid. So make sure water react with acid and make sure water react with some sort of base. So he picked hydrochloric acid here. Hydrogen will be picked by water, and because of the lone pair of oxygen, and here because water is donating oxygen, is donating its electron pair, so it act as a base here. So it's hydronium ion formed and chloride will be released. And in case when we have ammonia on the other side, so we have lone pair on ammonia which took hydrogen from the water and it converted into ammonium ion, and hydroxide is there left. So now ammonia picked that hydrogen, so water act as an acid because it donates H positive. Then predict chemical equation showing halogenation of ethene, and ethine. So you start from your halogen. So you pick CH4. Chlorination will happen. One chlorine will be removed and then converted into chloromethane, and hydrochloric acid formed. And then your chloromethane react with again chlorine. Dichloromethane will be formed, and then trichloro, and then tetrachloro. So this is how stepwise it changed. And then halogenation of alkene, pick any of the alkene, do the halogenation, the halogen will be added across the double bond and addition reaction will happen. And then we have alkyne halogenation, add two bromine molecules, one bond will be finished, third bond will be finished when one bromine added across the triple bond, and the second pi bond or your bond will be finished when the second bromine attached to it. Then the next question is describe the occurrence of water and its importance in environment, including industry. Describe the occurrence of water. There is no need to draw it. You can define it like in human body, which percentage is present in your food, in your environment. Even if you have any idea that almost 90% in apple, and like if you have any journal knowledge, you can show it here. Then 75% of earth is covered with it, 3% of your fresh water is wires, and 1% is for human consumption. So you can show it like this. And then we have why it is important. It is important because for the sustainment of your life on earth, it's a basic thing. If water is finished, your earth becomes so hot that life can't exist on it. And so this is why how it is important. And you can also show that in even agricultural industry, water irrigation purpose and all other purpose, they are so important. In your industry, most of the things, for example in pharmaceutical industry, we use your distilled water for manufacturing of each and every medicine you are manufacturing. So everywhere it is so important. Then the next question is prove that 10 is for minus 14 the concentration of hydrogen and hydroxide ion is equal to 10 to minus 14 for the self ionization of water. So self ionization of water, auto ionization is that water, one of the water molecule pick the hydrogen from the other and it convert into hydronium ion, the other one is OH minus. So at equilibrium we know that one hydrogen will be, when one water splits it gives you one hydrogen and one hydroxyl ion, so equal ions will be produced. So you dissociation constant for water, you can write it like H positive and OH minus, and they both are equal and they both concentration you can determine 1 into 10 to the minus 7. And when you apply the pH to its negative log, it will convert into 7, and 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. So you can write it in that way. This is always your subjective portion. The main important thing here is that whatever the question is, you have to act accordingly. Extra information doesn't give you an extra marks, but the information which is just demanded by the question. For example, if there is a question that show the reactions, chemical reactions for a certain type of process, then you need to show that reaction chain for that process. There is no need to explain blah 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 and all the other stuff, because the marking is exactly for the thing the examiner asked. That's it. The extra information doesn't carry any marks. So be clear when whatever you are writing in your paper, and you have to be very firm with the information you are giving in your paper. Okay, thank you.